I can't hear anything. Is that all right?
Hey, good day, everyone. This is Ken Big Blake with KenBigBlake.com, bringing you today another Best Series Inc. Fund Partner. So, real quick, we're going to go over a quick introduction that's going to tell you a little bit about who I am, a brief overview of what to expect, the steps to take, which will be about 20 or 30 minutes, and then after that, we're going to have the Q&A session with the remaining time. So, without further ado, what I'm going to share with you the screen, and then I'm going to get started. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna remove myself from the video. All right, great. So guys, what you'll see here is this is a little bit about me. You can go to kenbigblake.com. You'll see what my expertise is. Real estate is realty, right equity, and location to yield. So you can also learn why I quit my job during the pandemic and how I'm helping people in real estate and business. The very first thing I had to do was start mastering my day. So in order for you to get anything done, what you really need to do is be able to master your day. If you can't master your day, you won't be able to move forward. So you guys can get the same manual that I use by putting your name there, your email address. You can download that. It'll also take you to my official website where you can find a lot of different things that can also assist you. So once you go there, this is what you're going to get, right? So this is my official website. What I do is I help streamline your mission to accomplish your goals. I help you save time, money, and point out ways your business can earn more revenue with fewer systems. All right. So I'm an entrepreneur, veteran, realty investor, advisor, and a guide. You can read more about my history of experience right there. All right. So what we're going to start with is why you guys are here today. And that is for the Best Series Inc. Fund Partner. So the very first week of every month, we cover incorporation. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. The second week, we'll cover funding, right? The third week, we'll cover partnerships. So this is the second week, and those of you who have joined in are going to be attending the funding portion, which we're going to go over the government, lenders, and private investors, how they have a surplus of funds available. But you have to be a recognized entity, and we can show you how to apply. You're going to learn the proper steps for any industry, right? So most of you came here from this actual website, bestseries.business. If you find some value in this evening, what you want to do is make sure that you send people to bestseries.business. They can click register now and they'll be able to register, but they'll also have the access so that they can attend any of the meetings this month. This is a free resource for them, right? So now once you registered, I'd like for you guys to go here. So you got the success page. The success page led you to the Zoom. So now I'd like you to go to bestseries.business/business funding. So that'll be the page that will have the steps to take on, and you can also download Funding Your Business PDF now. So as you look here where my mouse is, you'll see it's in green. It says download Funding Your Business PDF now. So when you click on that link, it's going to download it. That way you'll have it on your phone, have it on your desktop, be able to share that with people if they just need to go for the steps to take. So this is what the manual looks like. When you download it, it's the same cover that you see on the actual website. And you'll see here the funding fundamentals. You'll see something that says the credit repair channel. So for those of you who registered, you also received a password, and that password was for the business success channel. That same password you guys can use on the credit repair channel. So you may be wondering, why am I showing you the credit repair channel, but when we're talking really about business? One of the things that you definitely want to do is work on your personal credit as we share with you how to build your business credit. But when you go to the credit repair channel, put the password in, this is what you guys will see. Robert Kiyosaki on the home page, keep them poor. Then after you see that information, the next thing that you'll see is the are you ready to become empowered? Now you want to go up to types of credit, and there you'll see business. So you want to click on that business link because that's going to tell you all of the different ways that you can get business credit. So there are people just like you who already also has business credit. And so those with that business credit, you'll see how they got theirs. All right. Okay, so now here we are. The next step after that, we're going to go over exactly what you guys are here for. Funding fundamentals for your biz. All right, so there's some facts that you guys should know right off the top. You can have bad personal credit and be approved. One, you can get business credit without a personal guarantor. You can be in business under a year and still receive funding. You must have an EIN number. That's an employee identification number. Some people also call it a federal employee identification number. And this is important. You have to pay your loans, and some of the loans have grants included, whereas you pay a certain way or you use the money for exactly what it's intended for. They have a grant part in it where you won't have to pay that certain amount. It'll be forgiven. Now, those are some facts you guys should know. Now, these are things you should know. One, just like with personal credit, you have to have some accounts. So you're going to need 2 accounts and 3 payments done to get a paydex score. So a paydex score is kind of like your personal credit score, right? Now, one of the things that you want to know is that you must be in this for the long haul. That is the key. It may be your hobby. It may be something that you think about that you want to do forever. And if it is, know that it's going to take time. You must be in it for the long haul. Number 3, miracles don't happen overnight. 4, you need to control your business budget, and you need to work on your personal credit. So when you guys have access to the credit repair channel, everything that you need to know about your personal credit is on there as well, so that way you can work on both, because the more that you have, the better that you will be. Right now, what makes sense? Okay, so those in business under 2 years will receive less funding. Those with bad business budgeting, they're going to receive less. And you want to register your business on your personal credit profile. So that way that you'll also see that it'll pop up, and it'll also help you with your paydex score. Now, you're going to only apply for business credit using personal if your score is above 700. And what makes sense, you must have a business bank account. All right. So real quick, guys, we're going to go with terms to familiarize yourself with. Paydex score, net 22, net 30, NAV.com, net terms, gross profit, cash flow, fixed asset, intangible asset, bootstrapping, which some of you guys are doing because you don't have loans, and all the money that you're saving up and all the money that you're working for, you're bootstrapping your business. You're paying for everything. Debt service coverage ratio, equity financing, microloan, SBA paycheck protection loans, SBA disaster relief loans, and 1% 10 net 30. So you guys are going to look those up yourselves so that you'll have a little bit of homework, and you can also find this exact same thing in the PDF that you downloaded. All right, so now we're going to start with exactly why you guys are here, which is steps to take, funding fundamentals. Now, all of these little courses, they're recorded, so that way if you need to go back, you can slow the tape down, you can click on the link. You'll also have that PDF, but you'll also be able to get in touch with me via my email. All right, so the step 1 is get your appropriate business SIC number. Now, you're going to learn some things that you may not know about and that other people won't share, but I'm going to share this with you because I'm not sure exactly what type of business you have or what you're doing, but some of you guys need this. But because it's a simple process, you all should get it. So the standard industrial classification, when you click on this link, is going to take you right to this page right here. SIC code. It shouldn't take you longer than 5 to 15 minutes to figure out what your SIC code is, your standard industrial classification, because some people and some lenders, they're going to want this from you. And it's better to have it up front as opposed to trying to figure out and how to get it afterwards, right? So once you get that standard industrial classification, the next step is get your NAICS, your North American Industry Classification. Some call that the NAS number. What you're going to do is click that link and it's going to take you to this website. Now, some people say that you may not need the SIC, but just like I said, some lenders might require that. And at the same time, the NAICS was something that came about later to take its place, but you can still use both. So make sure you get that letter. This is going to take you right to the website and you'll be able to find out that classification, right? Okay, now we're going to go on to a little known fact that people may not share, and that's listing your business with 411. So for some of you, you may know what the yellow pages are. And so a lot of people was listed in the yellow pages, and online 411 is similar to the yellow pages. Now there's a lot of services out there, but this link here, click here for 411, is going to take you to the free 411 service. And if you don't want to use this one, of course, you can find another one, but you want to put your business address in, a phone number they could reach you for, so that way when people Google you, there's also another way for you to be found. And this is also going to help with your paydex score and things of that sort. Now we're going to talk about what mostly everyone knows, which is getting your DUNS number. So last week I've been in talks with Dun & Bradstreet, and we're trying to put together a program where they can come on and they can tell you guys all of the different things that they have for you at Dun & Bradstreet, which will help you, and they'll be able to educate you more on their process. So I'll let you guys know a little bit more about that by the end of the month. So when you get your DUNS number, it's going to take you right to this page right here. Now, the good thing about this page is this. When you check for your primary reason for your registration, I have a US-based business. I have a Canada-based business, Apple developer, or a US government contractor or grantee. So you have a US-based business. Now you can see if Dun & Bradstreet has already given you a DUNS number if you've never been here before and you've been in business for a while. So once you put your business name in, street address, zip code, just a simple basic form, and you hit the search button, it's going to tell you if you indeed already have a DUNS number. So what I'll do is I'll put my information in really quickly. I'm going to shorten it and just see if I can get away just from putting that in by hitting search. So you see, you're going to have to fill all of that information out in order for you to check. All right. Your Dun & Bradstreet number, you should be able to get immediately. Sometimes, depending, it might take 2 weeks to 30 days. But that's the next step, and that's the step that everybody knows about, and that's the step that most of the lenders are going to go with, you having that DUNS number. Once you get your DUNS number, you're going to get an email with the DUNS number, and it's going to also allow you to have access to Credit Signal. So earlier we mentioned in the vocabulary section paydex score. So Dun & Bradstreet is one of the companies that's responsible, and they've also actually created the paydex score for business credit monitoring, right? So when you click on that, you're going to have 14 days. So what I suggest is don't click on it right away. We're going to assist you with showing you what you can do to start finding some lenders so that way you will have accounts. And then once you've made those payments after 90 days, after 120 days, then you want to click on Credit Signal, register, so that you will have your 14 days and it'll actually show you some of the things that you may need. So right now I'm going to show you what the Credit Signal website looks like. and it looks just like this. You'll be able to log in, sign up. There's a lot of information on here about business credit, the basics. So you also want to educate yourself, because most of the people that come through these little short courses I do, they're lifelong learners. So I know that you guys will, research the part that works for you. All right, and here's an article, Understanding Your Business Credit, under step 5, that you can read so that you'll have an idea and see the differences between business credit and personal credit. All right, so step 6, you can download a funding resource tracker. So what I did was I created a simple Excel sheet just to fit my needs, and then everything that I applied for, I put down on there so that I know and have an idea. Okay, so now with that's done, we're going to go to step 7. Use your EIN to apply for business credit. So these links below are some of the lists you can review. Now, every business is different. So what you want to do is you want to Google, most likely, business credit cards for new entrepreneurs, something of the sort. So that way it'll take you to a list. What I did was I did the exact same thing, and I'm providing this resource here, but you don't have to use this resource. So when you click on the one for credit cards, it's going to take you right here. So this is the 11 best business credit cards with and without a personal guarantee. So just like before, we talked about building your personal credit. If you have great personal credit, excellent. You guys will be able to move forward a lot faster. If you don't have great personal credit, there are still companies out there that will assist you with building your personal credit. One of the things that you want to think about is, do those credit companies report to Dun and Bradstreet, Equifax, or TransUnion, their business departments, which helps you. So as you scroll down, you'll see here, they have an Inc. Business Preferred Credit Card, and it'll tell you if you need good credit. So this one here says credit needed, good or excellent. There's an annual fee of $95. So scroll down the list, see if there's anything that you want on here, and you can choose one of these different cards. But if you see the ones that are just asking you for that you need fair credit or excellent credit, then you don't want to apply for that if you don't have great credit. But at the same time, remember, if it's your personal credit, it's going to show up as a hit. So just make sure that you've got great credit if you do apply for anything that says that they want to show your personal credit. Now, this is something I'm going to tell you guys real quick. If a card is asking you for your personal credit for a business card, it's not business credit. So make sure that you can apply for whatever you're applying for using your federal employer identification number, so that you will be able to actually have business credit as opposed to a business credit card based off your personal credit. Now, once you've gone through the credit card list and you yourself have Googled top credit cards for a new business, the next thing that we're going to go for is the different lenders out there that'll loan you money for your business. So when you click on the link that I have available, this is going to take you to the best business loan lenders of 2021. So what you want to do is you want to look here at the terms, right? So this one here says a minimum credit score of 600, but you need a monthly revenue of 8.5K, and you can be in business for under a year. So you want to look down this list and see which one of these can benefit you. Some of them have low scores. You just have to make money. But just the same, you want to make sure, like this one here is 500 plus credit score. You need to be making at least $4,000 a month. Now, you may not be making $4,000 a month in your business, but there are ways for you to put money into your account that's showing that. You just have to make sure you just use a business account. You even have the company that you work for put the deposits into your business account, because you are a business, even if your regular Social Security is attached to where you work. So here we have Smart Biz. Now here you have to be in business at least 2 years, but there's no minimum monthly revenue, and you need a minimum credit score of 660. So just like I said before, guys, when it comes to these types of loans, you still want to Google for yourself to see what fits you. This is just a resource that I put together. All right. So after you do that, the easiest way for people to build business credit without great credit is by using vendors, right? So when you go to this vendor website, remember this word here, we talked about net 30 account. So you want to make sure you understand what net 30 means. So here's a company called Shirtsy, right? You have to be at least 90 days old. You have to operate in the United States. No derogatory credit or delinquencies, must have an EIN. That's a tax ID for the business, right? It'll show you right here when filing out the application. The address and the EIN are most important. You can make one mistake and get your application rejected. Crown Office Supplies, Creative Analytics, Uline. Once you get incorporated, you definitely will receive a Uline book. And so that's one of the companies you can apply for to also build your business credit. NAV.com. You want to remember this site because this is going to also help you. NAV.com. Make sure you get there, learn everything that you can from that. All right, so those are some of the different options available, but just like I say, and I will constantly repeat, you make sure that you Google those things so that you can find the options for you. Now, the very last thing that I'm going to share with you guys is step 8, see what the SBA has available during COVID-19 and see if you qualify. So when you hit this link right here, it's going to take you right here. Now, for those of you who have been in business for a while and you get to this link, one of the things that you want to look for is the economic injury disaster loans, because some of you may not have employees, but you are an employee of your business. So you can still apply for a PPP, but just make sure that, you know, you follow exactly what the government wants you to do. Now, the best thing about these resources is that when the government runs out something new, they do it so fast that they fail to put some fail safes in there. So it's easy to get it. What I'm saying is that if you do get it, make sure that you're using it for the right way, because the government will come back and find out, you know, who they can put in jail for misappropriating funds. But the economic injury disaster loan is something you want to look for. Your first draw PPP or your second draw. And you always want to say that it's for expanding your business. You'll have a higher success rate if you put expanding your business as opposed to I need some money. All right, so that's it. You want to keep all that information in digital and hard copy formats. Once again, I'm big. If you have any extra additional questions, you can always ask me during the Zoom meeting. If you one of those people who don't like to, you know, talk on the Zoom, you can always email me. And if you just want a quick session so that we can determine, you know, who you are, what you're trying to accomplish, I do give one 15-minute free session where we can, you know, just sit back, talk, and decide exactly what it is you want to do and point you in that right direction. If you need anything uh, more than that, it's $29.99 for 30 minutes, $49.99 for 1 hour. So you can also reach me here at mrkenbigblake.com/contact big. And we can just do a quick session just to see where you are and what we can do. So as you see right here, it's a clarity discussion. And these are the days I'm available for that: Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays at these particular times. All right, so if I don't have any questions this evening, you guys will be able to see the video on our Facebook page, the Ink Fund Partner. You will scroll down and you'll see where you can click on that. You can subscribe, like, and this actual video will be there for you to replay. All right, great. So it looks like we don't have any questions. I'd like to thank you for your time. And you
I have a
guys,
question.
oh, okay, great. What's Could you please state your name, where you're from, and then ask the question?
My name is Darlington Ezekiel Ben. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, great. How can I help you, Darlington?
The question I have today is, can you go over what is a paydex score? Exactly.
Okay. So this is what we'll do. As you saw, the paydex score was one of the items that you will be able to look up. But
Mm-hmm.
just to briefly go over it, a paydex score is your business credit score. So just like we call your
Okay.
credit score for your personal credit, for business credit, they call it a paydex score. It goes from 0 to 100. You want to make sure you're at 80. One of the things that I mentioned during the short course was that you want to at least have a minimum of two accounts that you've made 3 months of payments on, because at that point, that's when your paydex score will show. But just like when you're dealing with paydex score, which is Dun& Bradstreet, who's one of the largest companies when it comes to data, you have to find out which companies actually report to Dun & Bradstreet, which companies report to Experian and TransUnion Business, so that way you will be getting the right information, the right companies, and it'll help increase your score. You want to stay between 80, 80 and above, because that's going to show other people when you're looking to get funding that you can pay your business bills.
Okay. I have other questions, but I think I'm going to hold off.
Yeah, you
Hold
can always send me an email. You send me that email. What's going to happen is at the last weekend of the month, you're going to get an email, and it's going to send you to a link with all of the questions that were asked, all of the questions that were put in email, so that you will have that resource. Because someone may have a question that's similar to you asking about the paydex, and they might not know even what to ask, but that's a question that they definitely be able to ask.
Okay.
All right. So
Thank
what
you.
I like
Thank you, Big.
Great. What I'd like for you to do is, if you found this short class something that benefited you, you can share bestseries.business, the first website, with someone, and they'll be able to come through the Inc. Fund partner. This is the second step. The first thing you want to make sure is that you are incorporated and you have a federal employee identification number. Then we move to this, and then the last week is when we go over how to strategize for different partnerships, so that you and your partnership can move forward into, of course, making more money.
Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. You can also find this whole video on our YouTube channel. Just scroll down, you will see Think Big Radio. If you go on YouTube, and you'll see this live video in moments.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You do the same.